Hello guys, welcome to my third video of DBMS tutorial series. In this video I have got my third question set. So you can see that question set now. As you can see here, we have three instructions in this question set. Now let's read the paragraph to get an idea about what we need to do. So the owner of the Rajapaksha grocery store has decided to buy software to make his day-to-day business easier. The owner of this store has entrusted your organization to develop this software. Assume you're working as a software developer for this company and that you have been assigned to create a software database. Now we have to create a database to used by a software for Rajapaksha grocery store. So let's follow the first instruction. Use Rajapaksha DB for the name in the database. Draw an error tag. Okay, now in the previous videos we have used a different method to create a database. Now in this video I'm going to teach you how to create a database and tables using an ER diagram. Okay, now let's open the MySQL Workbench software. So here we need to go to File and click on New Model. Then we will get a new tab with a content like this. Here you can see a big tab named MyDB. We need to double click on that. Then below of your window, at the bottom of your window, we have a new tab opened, MyDB dash schema. In that tab surface we have a field called name. We need to provide our database name, in this case Rajapaksha DB is our database name. As we type here, you can see this title also get updated. So now let's close this tab, and above this big tab we have an item called Add Diagram on the Model Overview section. So we need to double click on that item. Then we will get a new tab with the content like this. This is the surface that we're going to use to draw any diagram. Here you can see the toolbar. I am hovering it now. So now you can see an item like this. The item that I'm currently hovering is the item that we're going to use to create a table. Now let's move to the question set, and in the second instruction they tells us to create a database table using the following data. Now as you can see here, we have three tables. Now using this data, let's create those three tables using MySQL Workbench software. Now I click on this item and you can see that that item is activated. You can see a blue border around it. So I'm going to click anywhere I want, because after you click on this item, you can click on anywhere to place a table. Now I have one table and I create three tables, and I double click on this one table one node to open the table information editing tab. So now let's move to this one, and I take this one to a side. Then we can split the screen to view the MySQL Workbench software and the question set. Okay, now let's name our table. Our table name is customer, and I'm going to add the new the first column, which is customer registration number, and the data type of it is varchar, and next column is first name, and next one is last name, and next one is gender, and next one is contact number. Okay, now we have added our table information. As you can see here, when we type here, this table node also get updated automatically. Now let's close this tab. Now let's move to the second table. And the second table name is product, and the first column of that is product ID, the data type is varchar. And next we have product name. And yes, now let's move to the third table. Third table is brand table, and the first column of it is brand ID. And okay, now I have to change the data type of brand ID column to varchar. Okay, now we have created those three tables according to the question set instructions. So now let's move to the next instruction. Let me make this bigger. And let's open it. Okay, in the third instruction, they tells us this: customers who come to this store can buy as many items as they like. The store owner says that all purchased items must be stored in a database with a record. Design the database accordingly using the ER diagram for this. Okay, now this tells one customer can buy many items as they like. So that's what this third instruction tells us. And also the store owner needs to store all purchasing information in a separate table. Now we're going to create those. This is the time that we are going to create relationships between the tables. Okay, now if according to the third instruction, if we look at the customer table and product table, it says one customer can buy many products, so the product becomes many. And if you look at from the product table, one product can be bought by many customers, so customer also becomes many. So in that case, we have many to many relationship. To create a many to many relationship, we use the toolbar tools here. This is the tool that we're going to use to create a many to many relationship. Now click on that. Because these two tables are in many sides, we can click on any table as we need. So I'm going to click on the customer table first. Click on the customer table first and then click on product table. Look what happened. When you create a many to many relationship between two tables, it creates a separate table to hold the common information that belongs to those two tables. As you can see here in this table, we have customer registration number, we have customer tables ID column and the product tables ID column. Now I'm going to remove the primary key mark on those columns, right? Because when we store, this is the table that we're going to store purchasing information. So when we store purchasing information, one customer can come to the shop many times and buy many products. So in that case, the customer registration number, that means customer's ID, duplicates in this table. So if we put this as primary key, we cannot, this table cannot contain any duplicated data, so customer won't be able to come to the shop again and won't be able to buy any items. So that's why we remove this primary key mark of these both columns. Now I'm going to add some columns to this table. One of them is ID, because this table must have an uniquely identifiable column. So each row must be identifiable uniquely. So I'm going to use this column as our primary key of this table, and I'm going to add more two columns, which is amount. This column holds the number of items that each customer has bought, so this must be an integer because amount is gonna hold whole numbers. So after that, I have to add total price. This this column is gonna contain the total price of the items that each customer has bought, right? Okay, this column's data type is float because the total price is gonna contain some decimal point numbers. Okay, now I'm going to change the table name a little bit. Purchasing information, I name it like that. Right, now let's close this tab. Now we have one more table left, which is brand table. Now let's create the relationship between the brand table and the product table, because product table and brand table has some relation. So I'm going to create now. Now let's look at from the brand table side. One brand can have many products. So one product can be owned by only one brand. So in that case, we have one-to-many relationship because product becomes many and brand becomes one. So if you look at from the brand side again, one brand contains many products. So product becomes many, and one product can only have one brand. So brand becomes one. So let's create the one-to-many relationship between that. You can see this tool here. This tool is the tool that we use to create a one-to-many relationship. Now click on that. Now first we need to click the table which is in the many side. So one brand can have many products, so product is many. So click on the product table first and then click on brand table. Now it will create a new relationship that is one-to-many relationship. Okay, now we have completed our instructions in the question set. Now I'm going to teach you how to create this database actually. So actually we haven't created the database yet. This is like a diagram for our database. So to create a database, we need to click on this database menu, and we need to click on this we need to click on this forward engineer item. Then MySQL Workbench software gets this diagram and turns that into a real database. Now just click on next, don't change anything. You get in this window, just keep clicking on next, and after you come to the last step, it contains a close button. After these tasks complete, we need to click on close button. Okay, now it's finished, so let's click on close button. Okay, now if you look at the database list here, we cannot see our new database actually. Now to see our database, the database has created, but we don't see that. To see that, we need to refresh this content. To refresh that, you can see a refresh icon in front of the schemas text. So click on that, then you can see Rajapaksha DB has created with the tables in it. Okay, now this is all for this video guys. I hope you learned something from this video. If you liked this video, and give a like to this video and subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to hit the notification bell to get the notification about future uploads, and share this video to others to learn this stuff. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video.